Hey guys, if you can hear me okay, let me know in the YouTube chat and Periscope here. How's everybody doing? YouTube sound is good. How about Periscope? How are we doing over there, guys? How's Periscope looking? I know the last time I was on Periscope, Periscope was having some struggles last week when I was streaming. So let me know if Periscope is struggling. If Periscope's struggling again, I see there's still like 20 of you watching over on Twitter. So if you're watching on Twitter right now, let me know if sound is good. It should be because it's good on YouTube. So I don't know why it wouldn't be coming through. But I did have some struggles with Periscope last week when I was streaming. People said it was glitching out. So if it's glitching out on Periscope, you can watch me over on my YouTube channel too, which the link is in my pinned tweet if you guys are struggling on Periscope. All right, YouTube says I'm loud and clear. So I'm going to assume that I am good on Periscope as well. And I guess we'll get this show on the road. So how is everybody doing? Are we all in quarantine? How's that going for you guys? We're all alive and well. Everybody's doing good so far, hopefully. Somebody in my YouTube chat says they're sick. That sucks. I've had the sniffles myself, but mine is just terrible. The trees are trying to kill me, so that's always great. Gotta love seasonal allergies. And of course mine hit in the spring, so. Because why would they not? Because we need coronavirus and allergies. Alright, so now I can see you guys on all platforms. Somebody in the YouTube chat said the trees have made their attempt on me a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I feel that. I'm allergic to pretty much all trees, all grasses, and cats. So that's fun. Oof, Ray in my YouTube chat says in 2019 you were sick the whole month of December. That is not fun. It always seems like the winter months are always a little bit worse for me as far as sickness goes. But fingers crossed this time. How are we doing on Periscope, guys? You guys are being so quiet over there on Twitter. Do we have some newbies? I had a pretty dumb tweet go get kind of big. And by kind of big, I mean like it got a couple thousand likes, so I got some new followers. So I'm always mildly worried when I stream right after I gain a couple hundred followers that things are gonna go down. So if you guys can hear me on Periscope, let me know. Nobody said anything yet over there. But YouTube's good, so I'm just going to keep talking. Plum of Reason on YouTube says, I've got a mild influenza A, dry cough, somewhat restricted breathing. That's about it. Yeah, I have a friend that's in Ohio that's really sick right now, and he has the flu. He tested positive for the flu and strep throat. So God bless him. It's rough that this all is happening right now because it's regular flu season and allergy season, and there's so much stuff that could be going on. I don't really have any topics tonight. I was going to talk a little bit about Tulsi announcing her support for Joe Biden. Oh good, people are saying that you guys can hear me on Periscope. Awesome. Thanks, it's me, 156 and Barry. Appreciate it. Garuda 3117 on Periscope says hello from Trinidad and Tobago. Wow, hey, what's up? How's the current situation treating you? Well, I'm okay. Where I'm at, we have like 20-something cases of the virus that is so infamous right now, but we don't it's doubled in the past week and a half. So, and they're trying to tell us that, oh, well, everybody that has it has been traveling, but I don't know if I buy that 20 something people are coming to the middle of the nowhere US and they just all happen to be traveling from Italy. So I'm not sure. They're definitely withholding information from us, and I know it's because they don't want people to panic, but at the same time I feel like if they would just be honest with people, they wouldn't have all these crazy, things in their head, and they might just deal with things, but that's government for you. But I am good. I have really rough allergies right now, but besides that, doing okay. Got a thermometer, taking my temperature every once in a while to make sure I'm not running a fever. I've been fine. I have no fever. I had a little bit of a cough, but it's mostly phlegm from allergies, but nobody wants to hear about that, so not too bad. Thanks for asking. Somebody in the YouTube chat said, cringe, not Tulsi. Yeah, for anybody that's been following me for a while, all these libertarians and conservatives were kind of going goo goo gaga over Tulsi, and I get that on some level it's because she's, mommy Tulsi, and she's attractive for an older woman and all that. And she has a very nice voice, I'll give her that. She should do audiobooks, since this whole political campaign for president isn't working out. I would buy audiobooks. She has a very nice voice. But I wouldn't vote for her. And I got a lot of flack from libertarians for saying that. And they were mad at me because they're like, she's anti-war, so you should support her. To which my response was, every person who's ever run for president has been anti-war pretty much. But they all go back on it for the most part, or at least don't nearly keep up with what they said, which is that they're anti-war. So you can't win a presidency saying that you're for war 9 times out of 10. So everybody's anti-war before they become president. So she's got no difference in her policies pretty much. Her, besides the anti-war thing, she's very socialist, so I wouldn't vote for her. And like somebody just pointed out in the YouTube chat, she's not very pro Second Amendment, so, which is not surprising. She's still a Democrat, so I just thought she was overhyped. Am I glad that she's a voice supposedly for the anti-war movement? Yeah, sure, of course. I'm glad she was out there, but I'll tell you what, the Democratic establishment didn't like that. Such a weird turnaround for them. But it's not surprising that she endorsed Biden. Some people were pointing out in response to my tweet, this isn't surprising. She said she would endorse whoever the nominee is, which of course I know that, but I wasn't ever a fan of her. Her fans seem to be a little peeved, understandably, that she endorsed Joe Biden. And I'm not surprised by it, but they seem to be, which is wild to me. Same with Bernie supporters. Being surprised, though he's still in it, so I don't know, maybe he's sticking it out this time, but he won't get nominated for anything, that's for sure. They won't let him do that. Hey Tom, hey Landfish, what's up? In the YouTube chat. Got people popping in over on Periscope too. This is, if you guys are tuning in for the first time on YouTube or on Periscope, this is not really a topical stream. I just kind of talk current events. It's just kind of it's called the comfy live stream because it's just a hangout. You guys just chat with me and stuff like that. I'm considering, my Twitter followers wanted a costume stream. I don't know, I might still do that before the end of this month. We'll see. But that'll be totally different. This is just a Q&A, hangout, talk about what's going on Twitter, that kind of stuff. So feel free to ask me anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I pretty much stay away from political commentary as far as the elections go. I haven't been commenting on the debates or anything like that, and I used to follow those things quite closely and watch them, but I just don't care anymore. It's, So, like somebody pointed out in the YouTube chat, I do agree. Cass said in the YouTube chat, unless Trump really mishandles this virus thing, there's no way that senile Uncle Joe wins, and I tend to agree with you. From the very beginning, when I saw all the candidates, you know, the 17 candidates or something crazy like that they put up, none of them could have beat Trump. I think maybe Tulsi had the closest, but even still, I think if the country wouldn't vote for Hillary, they're not going to vote for Tulsi. Just my opinion, though. Night Sky Candles in the YouTube chat said there were over 24 at the start. Yeah. Gosh, the Democrats just had they had a ridiculous amount of candidates. It's like they were just throwing darts at anybody, and then finally they settle on Joe? That's what you got? It's crazy. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't know if I can give the Democrats enough credit to say that they're big-brained and that they're tanking this on purpose because they know they can't win and they're going to have some new up-and-coming person for the next election, but I don't know. Club of Reason says cosplay stream. Oh yeah, some people are excited about that. Dandy Spike asked, binging anything lately? I picked up Hunter x Hunter again last night, and I watched a couple episodes of it. I'm trying to finish it while this quarantine thing is going on, because I enjoy it. And it's just getting to the good part, so I'm trying to finish that. So I'll probably be binging that. And as always, I've been watching a lot of Ancient Aliens while I'm in quarantine. And my state isn't in mandatory quarantine yet. I'm just kind of doing it myself. Just trying to not go out, which is what I normally do anyway, so not a big deal. Oh, Tom says, I've been watching Glee. I hate Glee. I remember when I was in high school, all the theater chicks were obsessed with Glee. And I remember Glee got ruined for me because I've never liked covers of things. And Glee did a really cringy a cappella cover of Journey's Don't Stop Believin', and that was like the last straw for me. I just cannot get into it at all. Oh, Orgasmic Potato, what a name. In the Periscope chat said, sitting in an airport fearing for my life, trying not to touch my face. I just want to be with my family. Oh, well, I hope you don't have a long trip. Just relax, everything will be cool. Wash your hands. You'll get there soon. Dandy Spike in the YouTube chat says, in Texas, you can have alcohol delivered to you? Wow. That's amazing. What a great idea for liquor stores to stay open and still make some money and keep social distancing thing going on. Landfish7 says, X-Files watch party when? I don't know how I could do that. I know there are platforms that you can watch things with people on. Oh, Potato, people in the YouTube chat are telling you to stay safe. So we are with you in solidarity at the airport. Yeah, an X-Files watch party thing might be cool, actually. But I wouldn't know what platform to do it on. Vargas Double in Periscope says, I'm in a huge outbreak epicenter, but not much I can do about it. Yeah, I have people that I know in Seattle, and shit's getting real there, and it's scary, but you know, there's only so much you can do to protect yourself, and at that point you just gotta you know, do what's best for you and try to isolate as much as possible and keep yourself safe. So Cass says Texas alcohol laws are stupid. I'm not familiar with Texas alcohol laws. And yes, people are buying Second Amendment tools. That's what we'll refer to them as, en masse. That is true. Apparently the whole system's backed up. Wow, Cass says he put his info in on Tuesday and it still hasn't come back. Jeez. So you're looking at least Friday, maybe Monday. That's insane. I'm not surprised though. You know, all these people are like, oh, look at you guys now, you're running to the 2A. Good. Maybe we need something like this to make people realize they're gonna need something. You know what I mean? And Cap Attack in the Periscope chat says, excited for the new Animal Crossing release tomorrow. Might take off early, work early tomorrow for it. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm off tomorrow. And I think it drops at midnight tonight actually. So I'll probably be up all night playing it, or downloading it at least, so I can play it all day tomorrow. I'm super excited. SG Belmont in the Periscope chat says, I don't think it will come to actually needing to have stocks of food supplies, but it's good to have that for emergencies. Yeah, you know, I've been seeing all these posts like, stop stocking, you're taking up all the food for the poor people and all that kind of stuff. And on some level I get it, but on another level, I think that this is a good wake-up call, hopefully, for people that you have to be prepared for something like this before it comes. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people personally that already were, which is fantastic, but the more people, it should be normalized to be prepared for emergencies. I was talking to a coworker who's from St. Augustine, Florida, and they don't really, she said they don't get hit directly by hurricanes a lot where she grew up in that area in Florida, but there, being prepared for disasters is just kind of a norm. You have your first aid kit, you have supplies of water and food and all that. And it's completely normal in Florida because of the natural disasters that they go to. So, it, you know, and as Vargas Double just pointed out in the Periscope chat, having stocks of food supplies at least means you don't have to go and risk exposure and spreading it. Yeah, I mean, I saw this meme and it said, you guys are freaking out about spreading the virus, but you're all rushing to the grocery stores in super crowded areas. So it's crazy out there. That is for sure. Now where I live, there are tornadoes. So I do feel like some people are slightly more prepared, but not as prepared as they should be, clearly. Because things are getting a little crazy in my area, which surprises me because we do have natural disasters like tornadoes and stuff, so, and floods and stuff like that. So I'm a little, I don't know, I can't say I'm surprised. King Reardon just said on Periscope, most people aren't smart enough for emergency prep. Yep, that's sadly true, I think. I'm hoping something as serious as this, God forbid we actually go into a lockdown, will be a wake-up call for people at the very least. SG Belmont Periscope said the same people that were saying go to Chinese restaurants are now saying social distancing. Yeah, it's been so funny watching a bunch of people say that Chinese food is really bad because where I'm at, we have the best Chinese food, so. It's been really hard not to tell people to, hey, I live here, come to my area. We have good Chinese food. But we do. Night Sky Candle said, same in South Carolina. We see hurricanes, tornadoes, etc. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I would think that the East Coast and people on the coasts and even in the Midwest where there are tornadoes would be more prepared for a disaster, but they aren't. It's insane to me. I'm Gary Burrell on YouTube says, we're on a curfew here. You must be on the East Coast somewhere or something. Multiple people got beaten up for coughing on buses. Oh my God. People are going insane. Potato has moved to the YouTube chat and they said people keep sitting next to me when there's plenty of seats left at the airport. People are stupid. I don't need to tell you guys this. There's people in Periscope. You guys have a Twitter. It's craziness. Oh, M. Gabriel's from Latin America. Kinda. Yeah, I forgot Latin America is pretty much on a curfew lockdown type situation too. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Well, Potato, if people are sitting next to you at the airport, you do not have a good enough resting bitch face. You need to work on that. Cass said, my folks are coming back from Panama tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, thank goodness. They better get back while they still can before we shut travel down to there too. Oh, you guys are from the Bay Area. Or they are from the Bay Area, so they'll be on lockdown. Your boy Houston says, hope you're staying safe playing some Doom Eternal right now. Oh, did that come out today? I thought it doesn't come out till tomorrow. I thought it came out the same day as Animal Crossing. Nice. Yeah, so people are super excited for Doom Eternal too. I am absolutely trash at anything closely related to a first-person shooter, so I love the aesthetic of Doom, but I think I would just be screaming the entire time I was playing it. So I will stick to my comfy Animal Crossing. Comfy, mindless Animal Crossing. Anthony Cantos. Hey Anthony, what's up? In the YouTube chat said they actually canceled WrestleMania and are holding it in front of 0 fans in their performance center. Did they cancel it completely, or are they still holding it but there's just not going to be fans there? That's crazy for the WWE though. I feel like they need fans. How are they going to manage without fans there? That's part of their performance. That's insane. General Damien says, hello, hope you're good in the USA and not turning into zombies. Stay safe. Greetings from Poland. Thanks. Hopefully you guys are staying safe over in Poland too. Europe's getting crazy. Potato said, this is the 3rd time I've had to relocate seats. What are people? See, this is just people being stupid. Like there's a pandemic going on and they're sitting next to you in the airport. I mean, what are they doing? Cass said, I wish a lot of the events I was going to would just fully cancel instead of postpone so I can get my money back already. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about this is, for those of you who don't know, or who are tuning in for the first time, I do costuming at cosplay, and this was going to be the first year I can finally travel to conventions. But they're all canceling. Even ASEN, which is a huge convention in Chicago that I was going to go to, just canceled. So that absolutely sucks. But I understand, of course, but it just sucks. So now I'm going to have to hopefully travel next year. Hopefully this is all handled and we have it under control by next year this time. Sorry, in the YouTube chat said Anime St. Louis might cancel. Yep, that is one of the conventions I was going to go to, and even they're kind of a mid-range con. I think they had 5,000 people last year ago, and I go to that one every single year. And they've even posted that they're likely going to cancel, which is unfortunate, but... Potato said I was going to cosplay Astolfo at PAX East, but my stuff got here too late. Oh no! Yeah, shipping times for stuff has been rough. I ordered a prop for my UMP9 Girls Frontline cosplay. Let's see, I ordered it January 3rd. I ordered the prop, and it got here February 28th. And usually the company that ships that stuff out that I buy my props through, it'll be here in like 10 to 14 days. So it took double, almost triple the time to get here. And that's when I knew something was up. Anthony, I don't understand how the WWE is doing this without fans in the crowd. That's so weird to me. You would think they would just cancel. It must be hard for them because they interact with the crowds and listen to the crowds a lot. So weird. How are we doing over on Periscope, guys? What is up? I am probably going to stream until 7:30ish, 8 o'clock. King Reardon in the Periscope chat said, "Have you seen this WWE with no fans?" Yeah, that's what Anthony in the YouTube chat was talking about. It's so crazy that the WWE is doing no fans. I get why, but that's crazy. I don't understand how that's so weird to me. So much of what they do is fan related and listening to fans and the roar of the crowds and stuff. I don't know if I could do it. The Iowa Libertarian says, "Hey again." Hello. Dandy Spike, got any strong opinions on GameStop being open despite if told to close down by law enforcement? What? That's insane. I am not surprised. GameStop does not have the best reputation. To say the least. I am not surprised. Let's just say that. At this point, with all the information there is online about how horrible GameStop is to work for, I don't know why anyone would work there. To be completely honest with you. I hear GameStop's like going downhill though, so I'm not surprised. If GameStop has to, they're probably staying open because they've already been going downhill, and if they have to close for the pandemic stuff, they're definitely going to be in the toilet, and they probably would have to just close a lot of stores. The Iowa Libertarian said, "I didn't know my Periscope name is different." Oh, that's weird. I thought it was the same as Twitter names. Zengy on YouTube says, "My very anti-gun Asian friends in the Bay Area are suddenly becoming okay with the Second Amendment due to increased fear of anti-Asian hate crimes." Hey, I talked about this a little earlier, but if whatever's getting people to, I mean, it might seem silly, but if this is going to be the thing that wakes people up, and I hope it is, then fantastic. It's super easy to make fun of people, but I don't know. I just think we should take this as a learning experience and hope that they keep it that way, of why that's important and why prepping and being prepared in general for stuff is important for any kind of natural disaster. Dandy Spike said, makes me wonder which will go away first, comic shops or GameStop. I'm gonna bet GameStop. I am not into comics though, to be quite honest. So I am not sure. I forgot to share my live stream to my Facebook channel. And if you guys are in the YouTube chat, if you could give this video a like on YouTube, it helps me out. If you're on Periscope, go ahead and retweet it if you wish. It really helps me out. Sorry, I am posting on my Facebook right now. My Facebook page, that is. So I probably won't stream as long as I usually do. I actually have a stream of another creator that I want to catch tonight, so I moved my stream up so that I could watch theirs. Let's post on Facebook real quick. Your boy Houston says, Zamir is Joe Walsh, a narcissist. He hasn't been running for the RNC for months yet. He still has his campaign logo up on his Twitter page. I don't know what his deal is. He always struck me as a grifter, and now with this whole vote blue no matter who BS, he's just proving me right, which is sad. But it is what it is. It is what it is. On a lighter note, Anthony asked, are you watching Interspecies Reviewers? No, I don't think I'd like it. I think it's too gratuitous with fan service for me to enjoy it, to be quite honest. The potato said, when is Stone Cold Steve Austin gonna beat up the new character Woodflew? Oh my god, can you imagine? There would be such outrage. It would be insane. So I didn't want to not stream tonight just because I'm watching another stream at 8. But it seems like streaming 7 to 9 is gonna be my typical on Thursday nights. So if you guys are joining for the first time, I usually stream from 7 to 9 Central. Tonight I'm streaming from probably 6 to 7:30ish Central. Future Guy on YouTube says, have you seen the new Marvel monstrosity? Absolute joke. Yeah, it's just beyond words at this point. They know what they're, I'm not watching any comic book movies anymore. I might go see Morbius, I think it is, but I don't know. I don't care about Black Widow. The movie, I'm not supporting it anymore. I don't care. I just do not care. Someone said, I see a Metallica shirt. Is there also a Black Sabbath shirt in your closet? This isn't mine. This is my husband's shirt. No, I don't have a Black Sabbath shirt. I have mostly classic rock shirts. If you guys see me wearing a metal shirt, it's probably my husband's. It's probably not mine. 9 times out of 10. Anthony, am I hyped for the Bleach return? No, they should let it die. Oh, you retracted your message, Anthony, but I saw it. Dandy Spike, I'm disappointed. Well, if it makes you feel better, I do enjoy Metallica. It's not that I don't like Metallica. This just isn't my shirt. I just don't own a shirt. Oh, Anthony says he made a typo. That's okay. I still got what you meant. Future Guy said Bernie has no principles. He'll lick the boot of people who screwed him. Fraud. Fighting establishment by endorsing establishment. Yeah, I don't understand why anybody would support Bernie Sanders after what happened in 2016, but to each their own. You can't change people's minds. Listen, potato. Deep breaths. Well, not too deep. No, I'm just being mean. Deep breaths. It's all gonna be okay. You're safe. Just some idiots at the airport. You're good. When are you getting on your plane? And where are you going? Well, you don't have to tell me that. When does your flight leave? Do you have a long wait at the airport? Florida, 2 hours from now. Why are you at the airport so early? Nobody's at the airport. Why are you there so early? That's so early. No, Anthony. One Piece should not have ended already. There's nothing wrong with One Piece. And they should just let Bleach die. It's fine. The only reason people want Bleach to restart is because of nostalgia. Just please let it go away. Please. I don't know what this weird obsession is with not being able to let a story end. It's very strange. I don't know if this is purely an American thing or if it's something innately human about us. I feel like it's more because of the big push for consumer culture, in that people cannot let things end. Like, for example, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I watched that from the first Iron Man to the last movie in the saga wrapping up the Thanos character. And I see people saying, yeah, just remake it and put in different characters. Why? Why in God's name can we not just let things end? It's okay to let things end. You don't need all these sequels. We don't like X-Files, for example. Aired from 93 to God knows when, I don't know. We've got dozens of seasons, and they come out with this new season of X-Files, and Mulder and Scully are older, and there's these younger agents, and people ask me why I haven't watched the new X-Files series, and I just say, because I watched the original series. I continue to rewatch the original series. I don't need this constant, oh, I wish there was another sequel and another sequel and another sequel or a prequel, or I don't need that. It's okay for stories to end. And in fact, I'd argue that good stories, really good stories, do have endings or an end goal. They will eventually end. I don't know what people's obsession with this is, but it's so frustrating. I don't understand. Cass says, one of my favorite webcomics ended recently, had a good 10-year run. Yeah, some things go for a really long time, and that's cool. But I know I've been watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe for over a decade. It's cool for things to end. It's fine if they end. You can watch reruns, you can still enjoy the series. And if you really enjoy a series, you'll go back and rewatch it a couple times to enjoy it again. There's nothing wrong with stories ending. I still reread some of my favorite books from when I was younger, fiction. There's nothing wrong with just enjoying a story for what it is from beginning to end. Dandy Spike says, is One Piece the exception? I don't follow One Piece. I haven't watched the anime. I haven't caught up with the anime. I don't read the manga, so I can't speak to that. Hey people on Periscope, how we doing? Got some more people joining over there. M. Gabriel says, on that note, do you read any manga? No. I talked about this on another live stream. That's my husband's thing. 9 times out of 10, if I'm like, hey, have you seen this anime? He's like, oh, I read the manga. I'm like, oh, okay. The only manga that I would probably read, I want to read part 6 of JoJo before the anime comes out. But no, I don't generally read manga. I think I'm gonna try to start though, because I do enjoy reading. It's just the way that you read manga is different. I'm not quite used to it yet, so. PFay105 in the Periscope chat said, good, just chilling. Cool. Hope everybody's having a comfy night. It is Friday for me, so I'm just hanging out. And Gabriel said, does he read Berserk? I think so. I'm pretty sure he's read that. I have heard part 7 is really, really good. I have a lot of friends that like part 7 a lot. Blandfish7 said, just start rereading Dune. Okay, funny story. I had not read Dune until August. So I went to the library. I was like, I like sci-fi. People have been telling me to read Dune for a really long time. So I went to the library in August of 2019, end of August. I got married in October. I forgot to return Dune to the library. Completely forgot. I got married, went on my 2-week honeymoon to Japan, got back, couldn't find the book. It was gone. Dune was gone. Never returned it to the library. I had to give them like 30, 40 bucks, the library. And now I own Dune, so I can reread it because I had to buy the book from the library. So Tyler Knox said, do you read any Lovecraft? No, I haven't read any Lovecraft. I feel like I would like it though because I like to read horror and I really enjoy sci-fi. I like Stephen King's books and I like sci-fi fantasy type stuff, so maybe I should. Do you have any suggestions? I know he's got so much. There's so much lore, but I would probably enjoy it, quite honestly. I've been reading more fiction lately than nonfiction, which is bad. I have so many libertarian books I need to get through that I haven't yet. But I don't have my, I have a room that I still have to set up as my library / cosplay room, so it's a little difficult to organize all my wigs and my costumes and stuff. So once I get that set up, it's going to be my reading nook / cosplay room. Someone said, would you read Robert E. Howard? Is that the guy that wrote the Conan the Barbarian books? Maybe. I don't know. I might like those. Tyler Knox is giving me suggestions for Lovecraft. Yeah. I'm mildly concerned because when Tulsi endorsed Biden, I tweeted out screen caps of it and I just said trash, and it's getting close to 1,000 likes, and I'm eventually some Tulsi stans are gonna find it and get really angry, and that scares me. I don't want to deal with them. So I'm gonna hang out here probably till like 7:30. So we have like 30 minutes to just chat and ask questions and hang out. I am finally cosplaying tomorrow. I haven't been in cosplay for over a month. I need to buy my digital copy of Animal Crossing. I'm looking at trends on Twitter right now, and Hashtag gamers versus COVID-19 is trending, which is hilarious to me. Danny Spike said, I'd also suggest Solomon came from Howard if you're into swashbuckling stories. Yeah, I like pirates, if that's what you mean by swashbuckling. Tyler Knox said, in regards to the Flu Manchu. Oh man, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I can. I'm doing fine. We talked about this at the beginning of the stream. Aside from this cappuccino that's hot, making my nose run, I'm good. My allergies have been acting up, but I'm doing good. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, and I know I have followers in other countries and a few in the UK and Australia too, so hopefully everybody's doing good. Staying safe. So I saw someone the other day call it Kung Pao Chicken, and I lost it. I had tears in my eyes. I had not seen that, and I just thought that should be the name. I'm just saying. It's hilarious. Are we not allowed to meme? Somebody said crab rang flu. Oh my god. Guys, no. Racists. Hey Ty Ben, VT, what's up? How are we doing? Yeah, that video of Trump and that reporter calling out that reporter is absolutely hilarious to me. I just love that there's people dying, and what they're worried about is what we're calling it because it might be offensive. That's your priorities. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, but it's unfortunate, to say the least. I am disappointed but unsurprised. Put it that way. Yeah, at this point it's expected. They just want something to be offended by, you know? That's all they care about, which is really unfortunate, but you know. It is what it is. It is expected at this point that they don't care about people. Pleb of Reason said, what's with Ralph threatening to dox Vouch? I don't know. I didn't see that stream. I haven't been watching the debates. So I'm not really sure what the situation that went down is. I do know that people were flagged and taken off of things. And they kind of got in a flagging war, I guess. And Vouch, from what I know, has allegedly doxed people and threatened to dox people. So I guess Ralph's point of view was like, well, I'm gonna throw it back at you, which I don't I disavow. And obviously I've been doxxed, so I don't support it, even if it is retaliation for somebody doxing you. Tibet VT said, do you think we retaliate anyway against China once this is over, bring back jobs, or no? I would hope that this would kind of show. Dandy Spike said, going to have to leave early, got some shopping to do, glad I can make it to your stream. Today was a rare occasion I can join your stream. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by, Dandy. I hope to start doing a stream Thursday nights that's just kind of relaxed, comfy, and then a topical stream on Saturdays, probably during the afternoon. Maybe Saturday evening, and that will be a costume stream where I'm in cosplay and chatting with you guys about geek stuff and stuff like that. So hopefully you can check those out more often. I know Thursday nights and evening nights, obviously people work and stuff, so it's hard for everybody to catch it. But thanks for stopping by. Back to what Tibet VT was saying about if he thinks we're going to retaliate against China over this. I don't think so. I have hope. I don't have hope that we'll retaliate, but I don't consider bringing industry back to America retaliating. I think hopefully this shows us that there are dangers in having supply chains completely overseas. That doesn't mean we can't trade with other countries openly. That doesn't mean we can't do business deals with other countries. But I think it's important to have some industry in America at the risk of sounding like a boomer. And hopefully this shows us how dangerous it is to have so much stuff overseas. And only overseas. So I do hope that some businesses bite the bullet. I would personally pay more for an American-made product that I know if a pandemic goes down, we will be able to make at home. That's cool with me. I would gladly pay a couple more bucks, even, $5, $6, $7 more for certain products to make sure that it's being made at home, and the next time something like this happens, our industry's here at home and we can handle it. We don't need to rely on another country that's being devastated by a pandemic, in this example, to be creating these things for us that are essential. Tyler said, the stimulus checks is a start. Yeah, that's a good question. What are you guys going to buy with your Cheeto bucks? You guys got any plan for your Cheeto bucks? That's what I'm calling them. I just think it sounds funny. I've seen Donald Dollars, Corona Cash. I'm calling them Cheeto bucks. Yellow Pilled on Periscope says, hopefully they cut some regulations and taxes to make that possible. Yeah, what I think they should do is I think they should just not tax my income anymore so that I can have more money. PFA105 on Periscope said, I think the world will learn that having most or all of your supply chain in one area is very bad. Yeah, Joe Rogan had can't remember what the name of that kind of doctor is right now. It's just not in my brain. He had somebody on talking about the pandemic, and he's actually written a book talking about how dangerous that having a supply chain in one area is so bad, because if anything happens, and we're seeing some of the ramifications of that, the entire world is going to struggle, because that's where that supply comes from. There's nothing wrong with countries specializing. Every country is going to specialize in something. But we need to have other backup ways of getting the things that we need, rather than just outsourcing everything. Cass said, epidemiologist. Yes, thank you. Joe Rogan had an epidemiologist on his show, and he wrote a book talking about the dangers of having a supply come from one area of the world, particularly China, and he actually laid out in his book what could happen if something were to, God forbid, happen to China, which is what's happening now, and how that would affect all the other countries too. It's really crazy. If people have been warning that something like this was coming for a really long time, particularly with supply chains, and nothing was done. It's just always, oh, well, it's not happening now, so we're good. Crazy. Future guy on a YouTube chat says, Biden's dementia has progressed from occasionally forgetting what state he's in to forgetting what century it is. It's very sad. Yeah, he's deteriorating really fast. I saw this conspiracy theory that Biden was just acting like he was losing it because he's worried that after the elections, basically people are claiming that Biden was faking the dementia thing because he's trying to get out of the Ukraine stuff and being investigated for it when he inevitably loses the election. So that's an interesting theory. I don't think it's true. I think he's just old, but it's kind of funny. Yellow Pilled in the Periscope chat says, dollar crash now or in 10 years? God, it sure seems like it, doesn't it? Did you guys see that CNN wrote an article saying, don't take your money out of the banks in cash. Leave your money in the banks. Everything's fine. Is it though? Is everything fine? Are you sure you shouldn't take like a little cash out of the bank just in case for emergencies? You know, if nothing, maybe I can use it for some toilet paper in a few weeks. I'm just saying. Are you sure I shouldn't take money out of the banks? Like, like Future Guy just said in the YouTube chat, that will just make people go to banks. Yeah, it's like the journos don't understand. If you tell people not to do something, you're going to make them go, huh, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. It's just human nature at that point. I just thought it was hilarious that CNN is publishing an article saying, don't worry guys, we got you, it's all fine. Leave your money in the banks. It's kind of funny. Okay, I gotta stop drinking this hot chocolate because it's making my nose run. I'm gonna stream for about 20 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna pop off. Well, more like 15 more minutes. So you guys are gonna save your Cheeto bucks, huh? I gotta bet. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're getting Cheeto bucks. I don't think that's a thing. I just don't believe it's actually gonna happen. Tyler said, just save it and go to Japan for a month. Yeah, but everything's shut down and they're not letting flights go in and out, so that's not possible. I would like to go back to Japan. I think I'll do that eventually. There's just so much in Tokyo. It's impossible to see it in one trip. You kind of have to pick and choose. And we went for about a week and a half, and there's still so much. So much to do, so much food to eat. So many stores to shop at. Oh, also, something to address with you guys. How come none of you people told me that I had been spelling quarantine wrong for a week? I have been spelling quarantine wrong for a week, and none of you told me. Come on, guys. I was looking at a lady's tweet today where she was talking about being quarantined, and I was like, hey, she spelled quarantine wrong. And then I Googled it, and I was like, I've been spelling quarantine wrong She spelled it right. I was like, oh, I'm spelling it wrong. It was so funny. I just had this realization, like, oh, it's me that's spelling it wrong, not her. And it was so funny. I was like, haha, look at this lady's tweet. She has like 500,000 likes on her tweet and she spelled quarantine wrong. And then I went and looked at my tweet and I looked at her tweet and then I Googled quarantine and I was like, oh, it's me. I spelled it wrong. Future Guy says, have you seen this? Have I seen what? Tyler Knox said, I missed your last stream. That's cool. Everybody kind of pops in and out. It's kind of, since I do this well, keep in mind, I didn't stream last week. So you might not have missed the last one. I streamed 2, maybe, I don't know. The point is, I stream every Thursday, usually from 7 to 9 Central Time. I'm just doing it early tonight because of something else that I want to watch that's premiering tonight. So I'm moving my stream up a little bit, and I think that's why not as many people are jumping in, because people are still coming home from work, but it's 7 o'clock where I'm at, so, well, 7:15, so I'm only going to be on here for like 15 more minutes or so. But thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a wild week. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, got your groceries, got your toilet paper, because apparently it's in high demand. Hey, Falvins Main, what's up? Cass said, y'all should have seen the traffic on Google Maps for LA. I don't even want to know. I have friends that live in Cali, and I know and they don't even live in downtown LA, and traffic is bad. So I don't even want to know. Oh, you said it's green? Oh, because you guys, LA's on a mandatory like 2-week quarantine, isn't it? Like they have to stay in their houses. That's amazing. Yeah, my friend, right before I popped on the stream here, my friend just sent me a meme and said, Greta is probably mad that coronavirus has done more for the environment than she did. Tyler said, I now have time to start working on that comic series I've been working on for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, it's going to suck. People are out of their jobs. It's really unfortunate what's going on with the economy and all that, but I think we need to make the best of it. And I know a lot of creative people are taking this as a chance to work on something, finish that project, write that blog, finish that novel. And that's cool. Yeah, Cass said, I'm going to do some writing. Exactly. Phobos Bane says the economy needs to crash harder so that Magic the Gathering cards will be cheaper. Or you could just play a less expensive card game. Also, one thing about, back to the Tulsi thing, even though I've kind of talked it to death. One thing that's kind of bothering me about the Tulsi thing, when I tweeted that Tulsi endorsed Biden, everyone's like, oh, she definitely got threatened with something by the DNC. Oh, they're forcing her to endorse Biden. One, she said from the beginning that she would endorse the candidate that the DNC picked. As people pointed out in response to my tweet, she did say that from the very beginning. She would endorse whoever the DNC anointed as the chosen one to take down the evil Donald Trump. And people are trying to act like, oh no, she had to get threatened. Have you considered that she's just a politician and she's doing what politicians do? She's playing the game. I'm sorry that for some reason you thought she was this different, whatever. But she's a politician at the end of the day. They're going to do what they need to do to get their one up, to get theirs, to move up in their party. That's what they're going to do. Republican, Democrat, whatever. Even libertarian politicians do it. Yeah, those exist. Landfish says, remember when Epstein didn't kill himself? Yeah, I have a t-shirt that says that on it. Actually. Tyler Knox said, in the YouTube chat said, I learned my lesson with Tulsi. Politician worship is unhealthy. On one hand, I'm sad that it took you until Tulsi to learn that. But if Tulsi can show people that this is what politicians do and stop worshiping these politicians, awesome. I'm glad she did that for you. Oh, P-Fay in the Periscope chat said Maryland is heading there. Might be on total lockdown soon. That's crazy. The East Coast is getting wild, man. All the coasts are getting wild. We're just chilling here in the Midwest for now. I'm going to pop off of here in like 10 minutes, guys. So if you got any other topics you would like to discuss, let me know. Cass said Gulf Coast is fine except maybe Houston. I've been hearing that San Antonio's kind of potentially in a rough spot too. I don't know though. I haven't been following it in Texas too closely. Tyler Knox said, here in Omaha, Nebraska, nothing has changed. Do you guys have any cases? I mean, pretty much everywhere's got cases at this point. I was laughing so hard. I saw this meme about West Virginia because I think West Virginia was the last state to get a case. I don't know if I think they do have a case now, but at one point they were the last state, so people were singing that Country Roads Take Me Home song because it talks about West Virginia in it. Pretty funny. The Demon Act in the YouTube chat said, oh wow, I thought they were shutting down bars and restaurants all over the country. My state just told bars and restaurants on Tuesday, they held a press conference saying that by Friday at midnight, all bars and restaurants have to go to drive-through only. And if they don't have drive-through capabilities or carry-out capabilities, they just have to shut down. So Tyler, yep. We also in my state just moved the number to 10 people in a gathering at any time. Flavus Bain said, apparently my neighbors had cold symptoms after being in northern Italy a few weeks ago and they couldn't get tested, just told to self-quarantine. Yeah, if you're not high risk, like old or with a health condition, they aren't testing you. Which personally I think is a mistake, but I know why they're doing it. It's because at least my state, for example, only got 1,000 tests and we've already had 24 cases before I popped on the stream. And that's in 2 weeks since our first case. So Vargas Double in the Periscope chat said, my parents have been trying to get me to move back south because of this, but it's too late now. Yeah, you're probably just better staying where you're at, even though I know you said earlier in the stream that you're in the center of an epidemic zone. Because at this point, you probably just don't want to risk exposing your parents to it. I told my parents, my husband's parents, and my grandparents, and I have a best friend who has MS, so she's immunocompromised. See you in 3 months. If you miss me, we can FaceTime, because I'm not going to hang out with people and potentially expose them. Not if I can help it, at least. So that's where I'm at. I'm not like in a panic state. I was a little bit more panicked a few weeks ago. Now that I'm stocked up, I have things that I need. I'm not worried about that stuff. My husband's working from home starting next week. His job is letting him do that. So I'm not as worried. I'm pretty chill. I've talked to my parents and my grandparents and told them to, try to limit going out and stuff like that. So yeah. Gabriel in the Periscope chat said, do you think this will be a justification to, quote, need more government control? I hope not. Yes, it's going to be used. Absolutely. If they were okay using 9/11 to justify more control and mass spying on American citizens, yes, they will use this as justification to put more government controls on people. And we need to be careful of that. I'm hoping, trying to be optimistic, that this situation will show people how insufficient the government is and how regulations have actually been preventing more nurses from jumping into hospitals and getting people help, and from getting medications and masks manufactured and all that. So I am hoping that this will wake people up the opposite way to see, hey, wait a minute, government doesn't give a shit. They're testing celebrities with 0 symptoms and then telling normal citizens with symptoms that if they're not high risk, they can't get tested. So I'm hoping it'll wake people up. I'm trying not to politicize the whole thing, but that's my opinion on that. Tyler said, I'm going to play D&D for the first time this weekend on Discord. I've never tried it. People have tried to get me to try it, but it's just not my thing. Future Guy said, YouTube is removing videos without checking out properly as their employees are sent home. So stupid they can work at home, but they will do the censorship instead. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Facebook platforms are using this as an excuse. There is also a problem with Facebook flagging all Modelo virus, you feel me, posts, taking them down as spam. Now, whether that was an accident or they were doing it on purpose, that's up to you guys. I didn't look into it as much, but it was happening, and it happened to quite a few of my friends. Things were just being marked as spam. It's really strange. Someone said, D&D is fun. The 2 times you can play before no one has free time at the same time anymore. Yeah, I'd imagine that's a struggle with it. Getting a group together. But like Tyler pointed out, a lot of people play over Discord. So you can just pop on Discord whenever. PFay105 in the Periscope chat said, I think people will see how inept the government is, but it won't matter. Rights will be taken. I'll be optimistic, though. Yeah, I definitely think some stuff is going down. I definitely think that's a legitimate concern. Hotep Jesus has been tweeting a lot about how this is going to be a huge excuse to pass a ton of regulations and a ton of control, and I definitely agree with that. We got to be careful. We need to be watching out for that, especially in your own states. If you can prevent something like that from happening locally and bug the shit out of your representatives, do it. And your local politicians, because they are going to try to pull shit like that on us in a time of crisis. It's the easiest time to do it. Fear makes people the easiest to control. So that's why I've been telling people, you know, it's easy to panic. Should you be worried? Potentially. But just prepare yourself, just do what's best for you and your family, and try to be safe about it. Because the moment you start panicking and getting irrational, you're gonna just let things slide that should not slide. So. Cass said, Texas, haha, time for secession. Completely support it. Great time for Texas to secede. Just use the coronavirus as an excuse to finally secede, Texas. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright guys, it's 7:30, so I think I'm going to pop off of here. I only stream for an hour and a half tonight. Usually I do a full 2 hours from 7 to 9 Central every Thursday evening. I am probably going to also add a Saturday late afternoon, early evening stream as well. That way more people can watch that aren't still at work on all the coasts. And I will hope to see you guys next time on the stream. This is kind of a weird stream. I'm only streaming this early because there's something else that I want to watch. But I appreciate all you guys that usually come to my streams, popping in early and hanging out. As always, make sure you guys stay comfy and be careful out there. Just prepare yourself. Just try to remain calm but stay vigilant. That's what I'll leave you guys with. And I will see you guys probably next Thursday is the next time you'll see me live. Or I'll see you on Twitter, and you guys have a good night.